Every team loves a good tailgate, and today there was one to help make a difference for a local nonprofit. The Superfan Summit Tailgate Party helped to collect some funds there. And our Emily Beyer joins us now live from their party right now. Emily.
Yeah, Bill, again, this is what we love to see, right? If you take a look behind me, you can see this is a tailgate party that's just wrapping up here. This is, again, all for charity. Rain or shine, these football fans came out, or they do not mess around. Super fans from 7 different teams across the NFL League welcoming everyone today. The tailgate host is the Lambulance. How it works is after covering the cost of the lot here at 841 Mike McCarthy Way, that $95 cover charge goes to the new community shelter in Green Bay. They're the only emergency shelter in Brown County open year-round, serving people experiencing homelessness. This is all about fans celebrating fans coming together while also having an impact on the local communities with NFL teams. Folks just loving to share the love of football.
But to be here and be a part of the larger NFL community, I think that's what the draft is all about these days. It's bringing the fans together to celebrate new guys coming into the league and to celebrate the beginning of the new NFL season.
And again, this tailgate party is wrapping up. A lot of folks headed now into the draft, but I just got an update from the organizer here. They were able to fundraise nearly $8,000. Again, all of that going to the new community shelter. We'll send it back to you.